Good day, one and all, and welcome to another year of Oscar predictions. For those of you who are new here, I do these predictions every year, and last year I was fortunate enough to guess 21 out of the 23 Oscar winners, so let's see if I can do a couple better in 2023 and help you win all your Oscar bets with your friends, your coworkers, etc. As always, these predictions are based on my own personal opinions of these films, how I see the momentum shifting in the industry, as well as any historical data I have from the various precursor Guild Awards. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, the Guild Awards are separate award shows that take place leading up to the Oscars and represent a somewhat good indicator of who will eventually win the Academy Award on the big night. And with that context out of the way, let's start with some predictions. So let's start with Best Supporting Actress, already an incredibly tough category and a three-horse race between Angela Bassett, who won the Critics' Choice Awards, Kerry Condon, who won the BAFTAs, the UK's version of the Oscars, and Jamie Lee Curtis, who won the SAG, the Screen Actors Guild Award. Now this is going to surprise everyone, but I'm gonna go with Kerry Condon for the Banshees of Inisherin. Now Angela Bassett used to be the frontrunner in this category, and don't get me wrong, she was awesome in Wakanda Forever, but in recent weeks I think she has been losing momentum, and the fact that she lost the Screen Actors Guild Award to Jamie Lee Curtis shows that the support she is getting just doesn't seem strong enough. Jamie Lee Curtis's win at the SAGs really mixes things up because the SAG winner has won the Oscar 20 out of the past 28 times and 9 out of the past 10 times. This theoretically means Jamie Lee has between a 71 to 90% chance of winning the Oscar. But up till the SAGs, Jamie Lee Curtis was never really in the race, and she didn't win any of the other major precursor awards. That tells me that the votes are pretty split, and that sets the stage for Kerry Condon, a dark horse, to step in and nab the big prize. The BAFTA winner for Supporting Actress has only won the Oscar 18 times out of the last 30 years and 7 times out of the last 10 years, which means the BAFTAs has a 60 to 70% chance of getting Kerry Condon the win. Not as promising, but there's just something about this race that feels different this year. Of the nominees for Best Sound, none really stand out to me as being completely superior to the rest, but my vote is going to Top Gun Maverick for its sensational recordings of aircraft and flight. It's probably this movie's best chance at winning an Oscar this year. One movie that could well sneak in here is All Quiet on the Western Front, which won the Best Sound Award from the Association of Motion Picture Sound, which has a 67% historical chance of predicting the eventual Oscar winner over the past 9 years. Watch out for this battle. For Best Cinematography, I am still astounded that Top Gun Maverick wasn't nominated here, but again, this paves the way for All Quiet on the Western Front to march itself to the win. A stunning movie to look at and a well-deserving winner. Best Documentary Short Subject, I have seen 4 out of these 5 short films. Surprised that the New York Times hasn't been nominated for anything this year. My pick is The Elephant Whisperers, which is a really resonant film about love and the progression of life told through the relationship between a couple and their elephants. It's on Netflix now, so go and see this one. And there's no use discussing any argument in which Avatar: The Way of Water does not win Best Visual Effects. It is revolutionary, and we can quickly move on. The Best Animated Film category is pretty much a lock as well. I wasn't as big a fan of it as most, but Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is going to win its Oscar, although I'm hoping for that 1% chance that Marcel the Shell with Shoes On could sneak an upset. In the Best Animated Short Film category, I have seen all of these films, and I'm going for what I believe is the best one among the 5, which is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, a heartwarming story of a boy finding his way home. With Best Supporting Actor, this is an easy win for Ke Huy Quan from Everything Everywhere All at Once. I could show you some stats, but the guy has been winning almost every precursor award, so I do think this is the biggest lock in the acting categories. International feature film is an easy pick again this year. With RRR and Decision to Leave out of the picture, the path is clear for All Quiet on the Western Front to take this. Expect no surprises here. Next is Best Live Action Short Film. I have seen only 2 out of the 5, and the one that I believe will take it is Les Pupilles. It is on Disney+, so it's the most accessible. It has Oscar winner Alfonso Cuarón as its producer, and it's currently the odds-on favorite on Oscar prediction site Gold Derby, so I think it has the most momentum here. Best Costume Design is probably going to Elvis. It won the Costume Designer Guild Awards for Best Period film, and since 1999, a period film has won this Oscar every single year, except for 2 occasions. One of those occasions was when Ruth E. Carter won for the original Black Panther. Miss Carter is competing again this year, but I still think it's going to be Elvis. Best Original Screenplay. This category has a ton of heavy hitters. It is one of those categories for which the Banshees of Inisherin has a big chance to win. However, I'm going to predict that Everything Everywhere All at Once takes this. You cannot imagine anyone in any universe writing that script, and the Daniels did it to fantastic effect. This video is coming out just before the Writers Guild Awards, and the winner of that award for original screenplay went on to win the Oscar 23 out of the past 38 times and 5 out of the past 10 times, meaning the award has a 50 to 61% chance of predicting the Oscar winner. Not a very good win percentage, so I wouldn't put too much stock into this. For Best Adapted Screenplay, the WGA winner went on to win the Oscar 25 out of the past 38 times and 6 out of the past 10 times, meaning it has between a 60 to 66% chance of predicting the Oscar winner. Not great as well. This is a 2-horse race between BAFTA favorite All Quiet on the Western Front and frontrunner Women Talking. Personally, I preferred Women Talking as a movie and a screenplay, and this is really the only shot the movie has at winning an Oscar, so I do think all of its support is going to come in this category. That is my pick, but at the moment it is 50-50. Best Original Score should be a straightforward battle in 2023. I personally thought The Batman would have been a strong contender, but in its absence, Justin Hurwitz should win for an immersive Babylon score that really elevated the movie, adding to his win from 2016's La La Land. Best Film Editing is a really tough category. Could Elvis pick it up for the insane amount of editing the movie gave us? What about Top Gun Maverick's effort of editing more than 800 hours of footage down to 2 hours? A monumental effort that would drive any one editor crazy. All strong contenders, but my pick is going to be the multiverse traversing match cuts of Everything Everywhere All at Once. We agreed last year that the winner of the American Cinema Editors Awards are not as reliable an indicator for the Oscar winner in this category, so it's anyone's game here. Best Documentary Feature is also an interesting one because a lot of critics seem to love the documentary All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, but I haven't seen anyone on my radar talking about this movie, nor am I able to see it on any online platform. In contrast, Fire of Love and Navalny are both amazing documentaries that ended up on my shortlist of the best films of 2022. So I think I'm going with the more accessible option and picking Navalny for the win here. It won the BAFTAs and the Producers Guild Awards, the PGAs, for the best documentary feature. And it feels even more relevant now given the recent anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, so that would be my pick. For Best Production Design, the ADG or Art Directors Guild historically favors period films, so I do think it's a toss-up between Elvis and Babylon for the award. And given the ultra extravagance of Hollywood and the sheer effort it must have taken to coordinate so many moving parts on set, I think Babylon is stealing this category. Best Original Song. Now I do think that Lift Me Up is certainly the most meaningful and heartbreaking song of the 5, given the circumstances around the making of Wakanda Forever. But the writing seems to be on the wall for Naatu to win this one, RRR's sole Oscar nomination, and likely where all its support will be channeled to on the night. Best Director, I think this one is a done deal. Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert for Everything Everywhere All at Once won the DGA, the Directors Guild Award, and only 8 times out of 74 years has the winner of this award not won the Oscar. But 2 of those incidents have happened in the past 10 years, which means the Daniels currently have an 80 to 89% chance at winning the Oscar. Those are good odds. Makeup and hairstyling is a tough one between Elvis and The Whale. Elvis seems to be getting a lot of love, but I'm going to go against the grain and pick The Whale. I think the amount of prosthetics they had to put on Brendan Fraser is likely enough to get The Whale the win here, with the Academy usually favoring big transformations of actors like Jessica Chastain and Gary Oldman in recent years. Best Actor in a Leading Role. Again, a very difficult situation. Austin Butler and Brendan Fraser seem to be locked in a 2-horse race at the moment, with a lot of support for BAFTA winner Austin Butler and a narrative-driven win for Brendan Fraser. My take is that Brendan Fraser is going to edge it. He won the Screen Actors Guild Award, and the winner of the SAG has gone on to win the Oscar 22 out of the last 28 times and 8 out of the last 10 times, meaning Brendan has between a 79 to 80% chance of winning this award, capping off a magnificent return to Hollywood. Best Actress for the 3rd year in a row is a tight race, and it might just be the most nail-biting finale of a race this year. Industry titan Cate Blanchett versus the legendary trailblazer Michelle Yeoh, both with the best performances of their careers in their respective films. Michelle Yeoh won the Screen Actors Guild Award, and the SAG winner in this category has won the Oscar 20 out of the past 28 times and 8 out of the last 10 times, meaning Michelle Yeoh has a 71 to 80% chance of winning the award. However, Cate Blanchett has won the BAFTA, and the winner of the BAFTA in this category has also won the Oscar 8 times in the last 10 years. It correctly predicted Olivia Colman to win when the SAG did not. It correctly predicted Frances McDormand to win in a hotly contested race in 2021. So you could be forgiven for thinking that Cate Blanchett is winning, and she really might. But I would say the momentum is with Michelle Yeoh. Her film is really a rising tide that lifts all ships, and I cannot lie and say there isn't a bit of bias in me, given Michelle Yeoh will be the first Malaysian and fellow countryman of mine to win an Oscar if she wins. I will put my neck on the line and pick Michelle Yeoh. And finally, we have Best Picture. Now I think it's between Top Gun Maverick, The Banshees of Inisherin, and Everything Everywhere All at Once, the latter of which won the Producers Guild Awards. The winner of the PGA has won the Oscar 22 out of the last 33 times and 8 times in the last 10 years, which means Everything Everywhere has between a 67 to 80% chance of winning the big prize. And that is my pick. I think that it is a very unconventional movie, but one that has redefined what an Oscar caliber movie is. It's truly one of the best films I've seen, not just last year, but in my life. So here's hoping that Everything Everywhere All at Once goes all the way. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did. I say this every year, but the Oscars are not the best way to judge a movie's quality. It's just a bit of fun we have trying to predict the winners here. I'll be back with a new video soon, so until next time, have a great week ahead. Stay safe, stay hyped, and I'll see you next time.